still remember the moment when I was introduced to this franchise for the first time. I was about 7 years old, and I was playing with some neighborhood friends, and they started talking about something that I didn't understand. They were talking about R2-D2, and I was like, Arthur who? I went into their living room, and they had like this box set of the original trilogy, back when VHS box sets were a thing. And I watched those movies, and my life changed forever. This is actually going to sound really controversial, because I know a lot of people just hate the prequels, but Revenge of the Sith is my favorite movie out of the six. I remember I actually won some tickets on the radio to go see a special screening of it, and I won, and I went with my friend, and people were dressed up as Star Wars characters, and I just love that movie, man. When I saw Anakin kill those little kids, something just died inside of me. Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What should we do? So first things first, that Star Destroyer that we see in the beginning here, I think it's the same one that we see in the end. It's just, you know, we're seeing it from a different angle. A lot of people thought that planet, that sandy planet, was Tatooine, myself included. It's actually not. It's called Jakku. And yeah, it's another sandy planet with a weird-ass name. Next, let's look at the characters, the three main ones. So that's Poe Dameron, the pilot. The actor who plays him said yesterday that he was actually sent on a mission. His character is sent on a mission by Princess Leia. The one in the middle is Rey. There's a lot of speculation concerning her, about her being like Han and Leia's daughter. Honestly, I mean, she just gives me that Jedi vibe, so she's probably going to be a Jedi. I think Luke is going to be the one to train her, because if the theories hold true, then that means that he's Uncle Luke and that's his niece. Now, when it comes to Finn, I know we've seen him in like Stormtrooper gear. I don't think he's in Stormtrooper, actually. I think he's just been using that to infiltrate whatever it is, you know, whatever place he needs to infiltrate in, just like in Episode 4. And I also think he could be like a candidate for being a Jedi. Little ball droid is called BB-8, and I actually view him as like, I think they're setting him up to be R2's replacement. But the thing here is this, I actually thought he was a special effect. Like, I thought, there's no way they're building this little robot that can move on a ball. No, they actually engineered a robot that can move on a ball. That little robot is real, and I just want to play soccer with it. Now, the Sith that we see in the trailer is called Kylo Ren. I know there's a lot of controversy and discussion about the design of his lightsaber. Honestly, I don't really care one way or another. Like, to me, it's a fucking lightsaber, and they needed to come up with some new merchandise, so they added fucking a hilt. I do remember, though, that George once said that the whole fighting style of the Jedi and the Sith is supposed to represent like an era of chivalry and kind of like the medieval times that we had, but in space. So the fact that this sword looks more medieval-ish, I think fits the mythos. First saw this guy, I was like, what is this? What the fuck is this? Is this like a new version of Darth Vader? No. This is what we call a chrome trooper, because he's wearing chrome. Now, the thing about the TIE fighters is that like they looked darker than usual, and if you actually pause long enough, you actually get to see that they're actually also chrome. Yesterday I was looking online, and I saw a lot of like pretty cool designs for like new troopers, but the one that I liked the most was actually this one. It's called Flame Trooper. The Flame Trooper has a huge fucking flamethrower attached to its back, and I know for the most part, like a lot of people like stormtroopers or troopers in general, right? But they are really I mean, there are a few exceptions, but most of them are going to be fodder. But the thing is, they look fucking awesome. The thing that really got me was the whole nostalgia factor of the trailer. You know, when that music came in, da da. Nobody does it like John Williams. I love that fucking music. Oh gosh. You have Han and Chewie there. Han saying, "We're home." But it looks like they're inside of the Millennium Falcon, so does that mean that they needed to like retake the ship? Or they just hadn't been inside the ship in a while? Also, Mark Hamill, aka Luke Skywalker's speech about the Force. The thing that really got me, like you have Vader's helmet there, and he says, "My father has it." He doesn't say had it. What does that mean? I mean, you can interpret that line as a spiritual reference to like the Force and us being a part of a greater thing. And Anakin was in Return of the Jedi in that final scene, but it's kind of like, I don't know, I still find it weird that he said, has it. The nature of the Force is another reason why I think both Finn and Rey are going to be Jedi. It's because, Like in episode 1, Qui-Gon said that the Force was the thing that brought him and Anakin together. Like it wasn't a coincidence. So the fact that it's called The Force Awakens, I think like it's awakening. I think it's awakening in several people, and the story of these people will be connected through this movie. I think that's the premise of it. That's what I'm getting. Yesterday, I watched the trailer and I had to stand up and just like pace around the room like an idiot. Bum, ba-dum, 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 ba-da-da-dum. Leave me your stuff in the comment section. Like the video if you did. May the Force be with you. Catch you guys later.